and we wish he was here with us, and we think about him every day. Corey, we love you.
Absolutely.
We're underway at John Cain Arena.
Oh, geez. It's got some cutting action. I don't think we saw enough of that in game one, their movement off the ball, and that was a well-executed play.
Colby's just uber aggressive. And we spoke about Southeast Melbourne playing defense. Sometimes the makeup isn't about defense. Wow. Jelly on fire early.
First 5 points. Yeah, the confidence level for him to take those threes is as high as it's ever been in the last few years.
7 of 12 from the field last weekend. That's a nice settle up. Derek Walton Jr. Derek Walton Jr. takes care of the rebound. As we mentioned, grand final MVP from a couple of years ago. Put into the second row by Lowe.
Big fella says.
Rim, it was Lowe who was the intimidating blow.
Hurt off the inbound. It's good.
A little attitude too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Got a little attitude. I like it.
Comes up with a block that time.
Oh.
Sobey with a turnover, and Clark. That's how long will it take for them to click and all be on the same page?
This is going to take a while, Jack, but those 2 bad turnovers and great block. Those 2 bad turnovers.
I think those 2 turnovers, though, Coach, were an example of not being together enough. They were just bad decisions.
Dellavedova from outside.
Now, would you call a timeout?
Replay.
Yeah, it is. Here's Delhi. Now,
There's
no real pressure.
8 of the first 10 points in the game for Melbourne United have come through Matthew Dellavedova. Sobey at the other end. Almost came up with it. This extended D from Melbourne has caused some problems for Tassie in week 1, and Matt Hurt finds a way through.
Well, he's got it going, and in this frame of mind, and they do.
Yes, sir. The big Hurt is going to work.
Certainly Ian's coach it does.
Walton Jr. turns the corner. Tough look with a hand in the face. Phoenix are firing now. 5 down. They lead by 6. Golding from a long, long, long way away.
And that's the one he needed to get going.
Well, we know what this conversation is going to be with Dean Vickerman, because talking to their own bench, talking to themselves.
Good look for Vodanovic. Another knockdown 3 for Southeast Melbourne. That is 5 of 6 from long range.
Sure, Chris Golding does what he does, but this has been impressive. 5 of 6.
Mike Kelly obviously happy with things at the moment, up by 6 points. He said offensively, just keep it tidy, move the ball. Defensively, physicality is key as Golding offloads another 3.
By 3, 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Golding wide open. That one rattles out. Lee cleans it up. He's 2 of 4. He could have very easily been 4 of 4.
Yeah, the 2 in this were beginnings for him.
Wieskamp from the corner. Look good out of the hand.
What attitude, though, because every time they make a shot, they're yelling at somebody.
Golding sends it inside for Marcus Lee. Another 2 from close range. That's that margin. Back to 2 in Throwdown 25. There's Hunter sweeping in. This time off the window, Wieskamp has 5 of his own to go with Matt Hurt's 8. Their imports are firing. For 25-5 season in the NBL 1 with Eltham. Brings really, really good form to the start of this season. How tough is that from Wieskamp?
Wow. I'm sure Dean Vickerman would have had a word to his boys. You can't let this team is good enough to score that many points as well. So,
Ian Clark, nice set to start that second quarter. Narrowly Meadows.
Fouling, the importance of boxing out, though, taking note of the fact that Melbourne United have started this quarter big.
Nicely done, Nez. Nicely done by Matt Hurt too. Kelsey Brown, you were also listening in at quarter time. First 2 games, however, started both.
And this is where Derek Walton Jr. they need to run a play or 2 for Sobey to get him going. He shouldn't have to manufacture his own. Great shot by Chris Golding.
1-point game.
And that's where you bring a guy like Glover in to shut him down. I find it amazing when you put an import on Chris Golding, because you don't know how he plays and how good he is off the ball, moving off.
Just so happens it's your turn to come out. You think it's almost like, well, I'm getting penalised because I didn't make those shots, which is not the case.
Right.
He's finished from Ian Clark off the glass. 9 points now.
Stars, Jack.
And it's a 1-point game once more. Finish from Hunter.
To shoot it, but Geordie's developed that dribble game. You give him a running start at you, and he's going to get to his preferred position. And like we just saw there, you get to your preferred position. It's tough to stop those bigger guys around there. He's letting that thing fly.
Didn't get him up in round 1, so he's got to play catch up. Oh, Junior for 3.
It's a foul.
Some late contact. The official was right there. Oh. Here's Golding in transition, knocks it down.
How could you lose my man? Here's your Amy replay. Chris Golding loves this, running down the court a little bit late. Everyone's losing sight of him, and he knocks down the 3.
And Glover needs to know, you can't be that far.
A renowned defensive specialist in his time as a player in this league. Foxwell, another who's given some spark off the bench.
He's so good.
This time it's Southeast Melbourne who have adjusted out of that Tangerine timeout. Illy with 3 on the clock, gets to a nice spot.
Everyone got a license to let it fly from the 3-point line. What about Foxwell? Yeah, that's some good minutes by Foxwell. He checks out. Walton Jr. comes back in. Slides his feet, keeps him in front.
2 more for Walton Jr. Starting to get going now. That's 7 points.
Golding touched the ball. Not even. You got to get up and just. I know you got to play team defense, but he's too hot.
What are these?
Not sure your budget extends that far.
Let me tell you something. If he comes out of that pocket, he probably can get quicker.
Shea Illy, that is way too easy. Then that you just see right there. Now there's a switch somehow or other, Geordie Hunter, but when you see that, give them a lot of credit. They have cranked up the D.
And we knew they would.
Oh dear.
Dellavedova, right place, right time. Only a few minutes ago they trailed.
Right now with this lineup, Matty Dellavedova's on Matt Hurt. And they find a way, because this is a small lineup.
Not first half.
Put Matt Hurt on the box. Go to work down low, big fella. There you go.
Now that's on all the time, Coach.
Oh, goodness gracious me. It is that easy. When you see a mismatch.
So a bucket and then a stop to start the quarter for the Phoenix. Hurt to the rack, tipped in by Hunter. They've got the first 4 points.
And the same play, they were trying to do that the first time down the floor, is just get a rip for Hurt. Oh, hello. And there's that combination with Matthew Dellavedova. And yeah, here's the on-ball. It's kind of a go screen. And Hunter gets caught in having to try and help. And if you didn't see him, he had Ian Clark right behind him. That probably would have been the better option.
So let's move that ball around. Whoa.
Heavy contact goes unwhistled. The Clark lets it fly. And every time that the Phoenix get it back to within 2 or 3, Melbourne come up with a bucket. Sobey tough.
Tracking. Passer with some weak side action can also help. And here's Sobey forcing one up. Now look, Clark guarding Wieskamp. Clark guarding Wieskamp down the other end is another.
56-51 in Throwdown 25. Sold out crowd here at John Cain Arena. Matt Hurt is putting on a show for the home fans.
And you got to go to him again.
It's the Phoenix turn to come up with something. Foxwell stalked and denied by Lowe.
He has been a great rim protector. Block in the first half, and one that was as good as a block, and this time again, helping out.
Sure is. Melbourne from the baseline.
Oh, there we go.
Came flying in.
There's another
Come on, bro.
Off the ball contact. Jack White making some room for him.
He's one of the best rollers to the basket In fact, he might be the best roller in the basket to the competition. Jordan Hunter, but his opposite number, Rob Lowe, drains a deep one.
And scoring becoming a real premium. Oh my goodness, that looked well off and somehow or other
Rolled in the rim.
16 for Daly. Sobey for Hunter. That's a nice possession to finish off the third quarter.
Tried to throw it down too hard.
Foxwell fouled. Points are good.
That kid's special. I don't care what.
Thinking, well, what's the indication going to be? What's his role going to be? He never got on until, what, 4 minutes to be guarding a shooter like Clark. You've got to stay on his hip, and he was able to do it.
He's a young man who's had to do it all the hard way.
He's not intimidating. I mean, rarely do you get
Expand on their 4-point lead. Stop for Southeast Melbourne. Walton Jr. defers to Wieskamp. Got it! 1 point game.
goes to that bench.
They have not scored in this third quarter so far, Melbourne United. Krebs trying to change that, does. Big knockdown.
Stand up, not just on the court, but vocally. It was very quiet. A couple of players realised this and tried to G up the group, but quickly it all went quiet again. Mike Kelly came in and said, keep believing in yourself.
He's always going to be a judge rate.
He's +8 in the game, Owen Foxwell. It's been a spark. Derek Walton Jr.
We got a top, Jack.
Off the glass, and it's 70 apiece in the throwdown.
Now you're seeing the attack on the rim rather than just playing around the three-point line.
Shea Illy. Illy flies to the other end, and Jack White's been flying his entire career.
Amy replay assessed the situation perfectly and drew the defense and created that.
Walton Jr., Wieskamp hurt, Foxwell out on the floor for Southeast Melbourne. Dellavedova, White, Lee, Golding, Illy, and none of them can stop Walton Jr.
That's an earlier option to get that shot that he took at any stage.
Matt Hurt with a hand in the face. He's having a really good night.
Give him the ball.
Now.
Give him the ball, Jack.
Tom Vodanovic next to us at the scorer's table. And we're ready to check back into the game. Dellavedova inside for White. Great pass.
It is, and you see Jack White, just what a gift, Copes, that the strength and power just to go up and power his way to the rim with a good, intimidating player coming at him.
We roll down to 3 minutes remaining in Throwdown 25. Dellavedova inside. Sobey's turn at the other end with the left hand.
He's almost in the must-score possession.
Ball in the hands of the right man, Derek Walton Jr., and he delivers.
He does that well.
Their 9th board of the game. And they're most important because time is starting to become their friend. White underneath scores, and one. Melbourne coming up with winning plays.
His lip scoreless at half-time, but in this last quarter in particular, he's come up.
They must score Southeast Melbourne, and they must do it quick. Wieskamp on the move. There's the bucket.
Good play coming out of the timeout.